you're gonna be like right here. That ain't gonna work no more. So what you do with these, hey, what's up guys? Today is Sunday. Not that it matters, but today we are going to be building an off-road chassis, one of these, for one of these. So, I don't know if any of you have ever owned one of these, and I've done a previous video, and I'll put the link in here. These things are cool, kids love them. But they're obnoxious, very obnoxious. They got those little plastic wheels, and when they're on the concrete, the asphalt, they're just loud and obnoxious. So, years ago, my dad and I came up with a way to quieten them, and that's this right here. Simple, light, simple, Harbor Freight tires, and I'm not going to show you right now because you got to watch the video on how this setup goes together. I've got my nephew's little daughter and my niece's little daughter, and their birthdays are all within this week, next week, last week, I don't know. They're all within this month. I'm going to build 2 of these for the ranch. They are going to Tannerites Ranch, and they'll probably stay there, and they're going to love them. Let's start by getting on our nice new Evolution saw, cutting some parts at 8 3/8, and start tacking some stuff together and build a couple chassis today. This saw is pretty sweet. You can hit a button here. You can see a line. When I light that up, you can tell right where you need to cut. And no, Evolution's not a sponsor. I wish they were, because I paid a lot of money for this saw. That's okay. I would do it again as well as it works. Three more of these, 2 for each car, 2 for each chassis. So I'll get to cutting. All right, so we have a lot of this kind of stuff laying around the shop when we're doing railings and building different projects and things. We tend to use this stuff to tack things together and brace things. So this is perfect. We can use it for this project. So I've already bent the one, see that? And I'm going to do one more for this other car. Some of you are going to scrutinize us for this, but I don't really care, because this is how I'm going to do it. It's just a cheap little Harbor Freight bender and works just fine for what we're doing. It may kink it a little bit, that's okay. Look at that. Pretty dang close. Okay, we've got our frame rails, we'll call them, bent, set in place. I'm gonna clean this one, clean the rust off of it a little bit, but see, this holds the frame in place from going back. I can't even talk. It keeps it from going forward, backwards, and side to side. So once you get that in place, and like I said, I'm not going to show you how this is all done until the end. You have to watch till the end. But these things are pretty cool. If you have some steel laying around the shop, you know, you can use, this one's out of round. I've got some old pipe that I built this one out of. Once we put this frame here, we'll put some cross members here and here, and then we'll come off of here with the lift. But let's get this tacked in place first off. Try not to melt the car or start a fire, and we'll just keep building it from there. All right, let's figure out how we can do this without melting stuff and still be able to get a good ground.
Oh.
Now we're going to put some cross braces, and we'll start building our lift like this here. That brings our axle. We'll call this the axle. Brings it down, and it doesn't take much. I mean, you look at this body. That's lifted pretty good. Got some good ground clearance. I do want to make sure that this tire's back a little further and that one's forward a little further on this next one. And maybe it's because this body is fitting different. Yeah, that could still use, you don't want to go too much, but I could use a little bit more forward. And this one's not bad. It'll work. Yep. Just moving forward, we're going to send those out. Okay, so I got the lift kit put on. And the axle's in place. Got this clamped down flat. I'm going to go through and weld it all. I also machined some, I guess, axles. And these are the axle housings, and this is the axle. So, tires, going 5/8 rod. Oh, those things are nice and straight tires. Oh well, whatever. Shit's push cart. Then we'll cotter pin this and all that, and we're done. Right now, I'm going to go through, get this all welded up so it's nice and flat, and then we have another one. We have these bolts. I took this bolt, and I'll show you here in a little bit how I did it. I turned that out of this, 2 of them. So, just some stuff I had laying around the shop, and where's that puppy? Look at that puppy.
There's the newest puppy.
Look at that little puppy. Hey, camera.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Alright, let's get this welded.
Think you're good, bud.
Yeah, I think we got a nice straight frame. So now, I'm going to put that one there. That's a cool little chassis, huh? And your axles. We'll drill some holes here. Weld those in, drill holes in these axles. And then put a washer on the outside, a cotter pin through it. Bam. Okay, build another one. Alright, we're just putting the lift on this second frame. I've got it all lined up with the original. Listen to me. Got it all lined up with the other one. We'll just put it that way. Pack this in. Wow. Eyeballing it. You like it?
I like it. Camera looks like it's good.
Look good. It's a little bit off, but it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Don't follow him. Make sure you wear a helmet at all times.
I wear the helmet.
I mean, completely on your face.
I'm just tacking real quick. I like it. You like it?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. Now we got to make 2 14-inch axle housings and then 2 subframe connectors. Subframe, listen to me. Now we got to get these set in place.
Just push that into that. Should know that. There you go.
Ow!
Oh, it ain't that hot.
It was a little warm, bud. A little warm. What do you think? Like it?
Looks good.
Now, we've got to measure and make sure we're where we need to be.
Now, if you did that, you can make a double if they built doubles.
Make a double.
Yep.
Easy.
Well, there's so much stuff back here.
Yeah.
Hey, my stuff, you have 2 pressure washers.
Good boy.
If I had a place to stand. Welding helmets that don't get used anymore. Metal, shoes, wood. We won't need it someday. Pressure washer, where he's got a great big one over there. That one's even heated too. And he barely even uses it.
You can never have enough there, bud.
Yeah, you could have enough.
You ready?
Yeah, I've been waiting on you.
Pay attention.
I am paying attention. I'm always paying attention. No, don't tell me what to do. Did you square this one?
Yep.
Good boy.
It's pretty dang square, bud. I'm shaky.
Nice to meet you, Shaky. I'm weighing.
It's laying in there pretty good, though. That's crooked. Yep. Now we just got to put the cross members in here and here. And then they're pretty much mocked up. And we start making handles. Figure out how tall we want the handles. I would think 36. Seems about right.
Wishmo, yeah.
Doesn't that seem right? 36?
I don't know.
That's 36 right there. That's your height.
My height is not 36.
36. We're going to call it 36.
36 is like...
Because the original handle, if we put it on, you're going to be like right here. That ain't going to work no more. So what you do with these...
No, get out of here.
Alright, let's get some cross members made. Alright. So we're going to make some axles. 5/8 axles. And I'm sure you can buy 5/8 rod. But I don't care. If you have a lathe, buy it. You make just some old bolts I got laying around. We're going to take the head of that bolt off. Once those threads disappear, well, almost disappear. There's a 5/8 shaft. We'll cut it into a couple different pieces, and that will be axle shaft for each side. So let's get it cut up. All right. So we haven't been filming like we should. Once again, like we always do. We just kind of get to work and go. We've got this chassis right here, ready for paint. Check this out. And this handle's a little stiff right now, which that's what we want. So it doesn't just come off easily. Eventually, when they take it on and off, if they do, man, I might not get it off. Dang, that's not good. Okay. All right. A little tight, which I'm okay with. We'll put it on and off and wire that down just a hair right there. So, anyway, so then you can put this in the back seat. Just like that. We will give them a rubber mallet to go with it. So you do that going on. But anyway, there's that pin. Bam. There's our chassis. We put the year that we made them on the bottom. And how cool is that? Ready for paint. How's it coming?
Look at it. It's good. Look at Painter.
Yeah. It's purple.
Good.
I like it.
Good obvious observation, bud.
It's nice. The Tannerites get only the best, right? Yep. This will be at the ranch.
Ours lasted a long time.
We still have ours.
Yeah.
17 years old.
Just needs tires.
Well, now maybe we can go sit by the pond. No? Still got work to do.
That's pretty.
Those are so cute. Oh, they turned out so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got their first birthday presents.
I want one of them.
I can put them in your car.
Yeah, you know what to do. Look.
Ugly nose.
Ready?
Hi.
No, right there. Look right there. Don't.
What?
Winter Day's coming up.
Oh, I remember that. I promise. Yeah. What to build you a big one with a motor.
Oh my God.
Holy cow.
So, this handle's a little taller. Frankie's taller.
Those things are adorable.
Those are your ranch cars.
And they have seat belts.
And cup holders.
And they got cup holders.
They have cup holders on the handles. Yeah, she likes it. Is that so fun?
Look at their names on the back.
They got their names on it.